Neonic Void Productions presents.
Hello, and welcome to Voidonica, a D&D podcast.
D&D podcast.
DDP. I am your host and DM, Devin, and today I'm joined with who are you
Roy.
people?
Roy.
Then I'll speak up at once.
We just all have a collective episode of dementia where it's like, and I'm joined here today with, who are you people? And we're like,
Fuck, who are we?
who are we?
Well, anyway, my name is Jacob. I'm playing, the sweet, big old goofball puppy dog, Freed.
Uh-huh.
And my name is Tyler, and I'm playing the role of Tama, who,
Okay.
if you were listening last episode, has discovered a new power.
New stuff's about to happen with Tama.
Actually, you didn't tell me about the power. I just
Not yet. I left it. Well, I'm about to go over it.
had a snack. That was all. I ate.
You just
something.
had it. You devoured a soul.
You're a bit hungry,
Munch, munch, crunch, crunch.
Okay. And last but not least,
Hi, my name is Tiff, and I play the role of a Davy.
what if we have our housekeeper take it away for the time being, and then it should save the recording.
Okay, cool. So, if you like this podcast, make sure you follow and rate us on whatever site you listen to your podcast. Share with your friends. New episodes get uploaded every Wednesday. Links are down in the description for other podcasts that are part of the Neonic family. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @Voidonica. That's @VOIDONICA. We also have a YouTube. If you're from YouTube, hi, hello, welcome. If not, the link is going to be in our link tree, which is down in the description, where the links to all our other podcasts are located at. We have everything there from Spookocalypse to Tea of the Gods to Book Watchers to this game. So keep an eye out for that. We have fun there. And I don't know what today's mint's going to be, so. But a random mint is going to be on your pillow.
It's mystery flavor.
It's a mystery flavor.
Just use your imagination.
What happened last time?
Oh, don't ask me. I wasn't here last time.
Yeah, no shit. Tama, what happened last time?
Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. Okay. So we show up to this club, and most everybody just kicks in the door. But
Pretty much.
Tom and Scarlett are like, let's just go in politely, not cause a disturbance. And then we have this bar group, and Davy's like, holy shit. They're the best in all of the multiverses that I've ever been to. They're so incredible.
A bard troop.
A bard troop.
Yes, the bards. And we listen to them. Davy gets to meet them backstage. Tama has this soul that Harold left behind.
Harold didn't leave behind. You took it from Harold's corpse before the soul left.
Technically, he wasn't using it anymore, so it was free game.
You didn't let the soul go to the afterlife. You just snatched it.
Well, you gave me the option to take it up in the first place.
I did.
So whose fault is that?
Yeah, but we're going to call it like it is. You snatched the soul before it could go to the afterlife, and then you kept it until when?
Until I went into the room with Scarlett.
Uh-huh.
Convinced me it was a great idea to eat this thing.
Of course.
And then now Thomas face to face with Harold, and Harold looks a little concerned, like, why'd you eat my soul? Here's a public service announcement. Don't eat people's souls.
Or do.
Don't take things that aren't yours.
Or
Do
do.
not-
I mean, people are going to do it anyway.
Like, don't tell me how to live my life.
So yeah, that's where we left off last time. Is that after Harold's soul was devoured by Tama, Tama went into like did I ever say he'd go to bed? No, I just had to. I'm pretty sure.
I think I
If
rolled
not,
Constitution. It was like you black out.
oh yes, thank God you remembered because I sure as hell didn't.
How many of those
So
hit points am I getting?
you failed the con. Yeah, you failed the con save. Yeah, you did. Con was no. Oh yeah, it was con save 11 with the 11.
But
You failed that.
temp hit points am I getting for telling this story?
How many How many temporary hit points you're getting?
Yeah.
5. Everyone gets 5 temporary hit points for this week.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I thought it was based on like
Yeah.
who tells the story.
Yeah. So yeah, like you devoured the soul. Yeah. I'm gonna work on the Ariana Grande accent. Oh my God, Ariana Grande, is that you? Yeah. Are you gonna devour his soul? Yeah. So, Tommy, you did devour the soul. You failed your Constitution save, and you blacked out. And now you're in that spiritual place that you normally talk to your two deities. But instead, you see Harold standing there looking very concerned. What do you do?
Say, Harold, what are you doing here? Why do you look so disappointed in me?
Wow, getting straight to the point. Harold's kind of looking at you and then looking around. He's like, you devoured my soul. So now he looks around. Am I in your? He kind of looks back to you. Am I in your head?
It might be. It's spacious, isn't it?
And he kind of just looks around and looks back at you, and he kind of narrows his eyes. Why did you devour my soul instead of letting me go to the afterlife?
Well, I talked to this pretty lady who was like, if you eat souls, you can learn how to control your ancestral powers. And I'm curious as to what all that entails. So
you
you
devoured my soul.
Uh-huh. You make it sound like a bad thing.
It could be, depending on how you look at it. But I'm not the one to judge. I did turn all those people into monsters, so I have no room to judge. I'll leave that to the goddesses to do that. If they find out. Or once they find out. And he looks, she's like, a follower of Soul and Winter, and you're out here devouring souls.
It seems like a fair compromise to appease both. Because Winter wants me to keep people alive, and Soul wants me to keep people dead, and you're kind of in between.
He kind of ponders, and he's just like, interesting. Well, so I'm gonna be here for a long time, aren't I? He's like, why couldn't I just be laid to rest? Winter, why?
Like, if you get lonely, I might devour more souls. Get you some company.
He kind of stops. He's just like, you're going to devour more?
I thought he'd be like, that wouldn't be so bad.
What are you?
Wait, can you see my actual form in my head?
He's looking at something.
Yeah, that's always wondering, like, would I be showing him my true self in my head, or would I just be showing him what I want him to see?
I mean, he's seeing a form. He's seeing you, or he's seeing a you. If I mean, now what kind of thing he's looking at? I mean, that's you would have to. I mean, I don't want to hold your hand to it. But what do you do when you want to know what you look like?
You look in a mirror.
Or in this case,
You look at yourself.
okay, uh-huh.
We are trying to just say, like,
I don't want to
is
hold
he-
your hand through it.
I
He's
couldn't-
asking you what you are. Obviously, he's not seeing the fox.
Oh, okay. So you're establishing he does not see my true form. Okay,
Yes.
that's all. That's what I was about to ask. Well, in that case, I'm gonna just show him my true form. Like, just remove the hood. And like, hey, I'm not a common race that's seen around here.
You look common to me. Human.
I look human to him.
That's what he says. Is you look. He's like, what do you mean? You look human.
And then I look at my hands. and I
Oh,
don't know
there
what
we
to do
go.
with them.
Oh, what the DM wanted him to do the whole time. Look
how was
at
I supposed to
his
pick up on
hands.
that?
I was not about to hold your hand, Tyler.
I thought you were like trying to give me hints as to not what I look like, but like how he sees me.
No, I was like, look at your fucking hands. See, look at your hands. And
Uh-huh.
instead of seeing black fur and like claws and stuff, you see olive skinned human hands. No black fur, just human skin. You have gained a feat.
Defeat?
A feature.
Okay. This isn't the one that you already gave me?
No, there's some more. So
This is a new feat.
it is a new feat.
Okay.
You have Vulpus Trickery. And it states, it's a racial feat, says you can appear as a human equivalent of yourself using a simple illusion magic. You cannot alter your illusionary human self. A creature looking at you directly must make an intelligence check, which in this case, since he's in your head, I'm not even going to worry about that. To tell that this to see if they see through the illusion. So basically, you're an olive toned human male with, as far as everything else, I'll give you the creative freedom of what you want his human form to look like.
Okay, hang on.
Or if you have an image, we'll gladly.
I don't have an image. He looks like Daniel LaRusso
Daniel
from the
LaRusso.
Karate Kid.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Oh my god.
I'm like, who has an olive skip tone? It's like, kind of with LaRusso.
But you can look up an image between now and then, and I'll try to rig it where you can alternate the tokens
Mhm.
when you're putting on the illusion or not. So you are putting on a very similar illusion to what Scarlet has, because of course Scarlet looks human. Obviously, she's not. No one else knows but you, but nonetheless. So you gain that feat. You've gained. What else have you gained? Let me pull it up.
Arcana.
Yes, with that one, you know the cantrip produce flame. With the use of the flame is it turns blue, and when you reach third level, you gain the spell Cause Fear, and you can cast that once, and you need to finish long enough for you can use it again. And when you reach fifth level, I need to add Phantasmal Force. You get that to your spell list as well. And then the last spell you get, that's more so just because I thought it was cool. I found it. It's called Foxfire.
I'm like trying to click on it and you keep clicking it closed. Okay, I see it.
Foxfire, you conjure three little fiery flames that follow you around, and it cloaks your movement into like an ethereal mist, and you get an additional 10 feet of movement. And for the rest of your turn, you do not provoke a attack of opportunity with it. If a creature passes within 5 feet of you or a hostile creature, they need to make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d4 necrotic damage as one of the fires will strike them. You could target up to 3 creatures or have all of the fires strike 1 creature. When you get higher level, you can cast this at a higher level and the damage will increase by 1d4. And you gain an additional 5 feet of movement. So, do with that as you wish. And if you were to drop your illusion, you would see that you have 2 tails instead of 1.
Oh.
You gained an extra tail. 2 down, 7 to go.
Gonna eat all those souls. My Horcruxes. Get all 9 tails.
Are you gonna devour my Horcruxes?
It's gonna be a bit of a morality thing. Like, oh, these tails are so soft, but I had to eat someone to get these. But these tails are soft. And I have 2 of them.
It looks exactly like your tail. It's just 2 of them now. And they're a tad longer. They're maybe like a good 5 inches longer than they were. They're a little long. Long, fluffy tails. 2 of them. Do you have anything else to say to Harold?
Not really, other than I'm on a quest for vengeance, and I need as much power as I can get to attain that goal. If there's a way that I can let you go, I'll find it. But for now, I need your soul.
Damn. All right. And then from there you come right back to, and you're in the tavern. You're in the room with Scarlet as your body is engulfed in like a mist, and the illusion appears. So now you have a human form that you can disguise yourself in if you choose to.
There is a quick question.
Yes.
Since he was trying to pass himself off as a tabaxi, and then he might show up looking like a human, how am I going to explain that to everybody?
You can choose. I mean, you can choose to put on the illusion or not. It's not forced. So you can decide to put on the illusion, or if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Can I do part of the illusion, like make it look like I just have the 1 tail?
Sure. They would just have to roll when you use the actual illusion. Actually, we'll get to that. So when you come back to and you're and you look in human, Scarlet's like, oh, looks like you discovered how to do that. Wow. Congratulations. You must have gotten your second tail.
Looking foxy.
Looking foxy.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm logging out.
No, please. Wordplay is my type of humor. It's not just puns. It's like...
Rawr.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't going to go there, but...
Rawr.
Oh, God.
I'm not even upset at it, to be honest.
So Scarlet grabs a hold of your hand and kind of just feels your hand up your arm. She's like, wow, yeah, Yeah, you've mastered, or you've unlocked the illusion to do this, and it's actually really good. It's really good. So what do you plan on doing with it? Do you plan on using this illusion in any way, or
It might help with my roguish side. Like, they're looking for a fox-looking person or a tabaxi-looking person, but then I could walk around as a human.
Okay. So you want to keep to your original form. Got it.
Something that doesn't upset the group too much.
Fair. It's fair. What do you plan on doing about that? And she points to, as you drop the illusion, she points to the two tails.
Well, the first tail was bandaged up to look thinner, but now it's all fluffy. I could just hide both of them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they won't seem to notice too much. And of course, you can always say, "Oh, I've learned a little about," or you can just, I don't know, make something up. You're fine. I think you'd be fine. Your group doesn't seem to ask too many questions. The big wolf ones doesn't seem to have much of a brain, and Davy probably won't even notice. So I think you'll be fine.
That is super to hear, Scarlet.
You're fine. If not, we can just all kill them all. I'm kidding. That's not on the table. We do not kill them all. Because we will have no party if we did that. God, Devin. So what do you do for the rest of the night?
Oh, shoot. What the heck do
you go to bed? Because everyone else went to bed.
I was about to say, like, I go to bed. Wait, are me and Scarlet in separate rooms?
No, you're all in the same room.
Interesting.
Are y'all gonna stay in the same room? Are y'all gonna
We could be in the same
have
room
a moment?
and
You're
perhaps
gonna
be in the same sleeping place.
Uh-huh.
But then we'll just leave the audience to just use their imagination. They could just snuggle. They could get filthy, or
filthy.
Or you could do that thing where like one of them's lying on top of the sheets and the other one's lying underneath the sheets. So it's like, okay, they're not too inappropriate. But yeah, y'all just like use your imagination when the two just sleep together.
The smut just writes itself.
God damn
it. Q-Tiff in the background typing up, hey, I'm already on it. I already got 2 paragraphs in.
You just hear.
It writes itself.
Hey, man,
so
and post. No.
I think I found a hotkey for muting myself.
Jacob, roll me a d20.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, roll me a d20.
Yeah, you just hit spacebar and you mute yourself on Zencaster.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
What?
All right. So you rolled a 5. Great. Lovely. We love that for you. You have a nightmare. Nothing too frightening. Like something's chasing you, and you're just having those little dreams where you're like you're running in your sleep. You're just having one of those nightmares.
Oh, you mean like where the dog kicks?
Yeah, with the dog kicks. Yeah.
It was just whining, like, or just making those little, like.
Yeah.
Like
Davey, roll me a d20, Davey.
Okay.
And then call high or low. Or not.
Sorry, I was gonna say hi anyway. So, and I rolled a 5. I was gonna go, hi, poop.
Wow.
These aren't loaded dice, are they? If I get a 5, what?
What the fuck? Okay, there's gotta be something here.
That's
dice
fishy.
options, 3D
Okay,
dice, automatic roll dice.
Oh, don't you have it to where it rolls low anyway? Like you have that,
No.
shit, don't you? Liar.
I don't.
Fuck.
Where
What the
is
hell?
that? Where is that at then?
Hold on.
Because I don't have.
Okay, I broke the curse.
Oh wait. Okay.
I mean, I rolled a
I
5.
don't
I mean,
remember.
an 8.
I rolled a 5
Greater
twice
than-
in a row.
Mm.
All right. Let's dice roll. All right. Let me see something. Roll again, Davey.
Hey, 15.
Okay, I'm gonna have to mess around with the dice because greater number, less number, so it's greater than. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to mess around with the dice settings. So you're not getting like horrific rolls all the time. I'll figure it out. I'll look up some tutorials. But luckily, this episode's not gonna have any combat. So, but all right, cool. So a 15. All right, Davey, it is now your turn. You are brought before
Fourth.
Bafoof. You are brought forth before Nafani, your goddess of creation. As you are dreaming, and she looks down at you, and she's smiling. She's like proud of you and shit. And she's like, "Wow, you get your first out of 4 taken care of. Now you just need to do 4 more." And she's like overly ecstatic and cheery. That's like, 1 down.
Do we know what the other ones are?
No, I do not, because they went. Oh God, what's the word? Last I saw, they have all disappeared, but they all will show up. They're on the island, so I'm sure one of them is going to turn up at some point along your journey. I mean, you were drawn to the first one, so would not be surprising if a second one popped up. That's 1 down and 4 to go. Most likely, if I had to take a guess, you would either be dealing with Evo, the monk, or the monk hero, or one of the warlocks. I'm sure you'll find out. I have faith. And as a little tip, you did multi-class in Gunslinger, right?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I'm going to do it next time.
Oh, you want to do it next time?
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
I wanted at least 5 levels of Bard before I put anything else in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. God, that's like old so quick. Ariana Grande is
Yeah.
They're
They're like, shut up about the yeah. Shut up about the yeah.
I'm like, read a poem in her voice for practice.
Navani goes, yeah. Navani's like, as a gift of killing your first one and devotion to me, and she does like a hair flip. I'm gonna give you a little something.
Really out of character.
Not really. I could do whatever I want. I'm not gonna get into it because no spoilers.
That's fair.
But she's cut this part out, Devin. She's obviously gonna act the opposite of what she usually is. Duh. She's gonna be what's gross to her. She's gotta hide. So
That's fair. You right.
So she's like, I'm gonna give you something. She waves her hand about like fucking the fairy godmother, bippity boppity boop.
Oh my
That
god,
shit.
she acts like her enemy.
Oh, I hate you. She waves her hand and some something appears into your hand. And you, do you grab it?
Yeah.
It's just like floating above your hand. Do you grab it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a gun.
Yeah. A gun.
A gun.
A gun.
A gun. You'd be like, look, oh my god, you'd be like Minnie Moon when she put a gun to Usagi's face.
Oh.
Glock, motherfucker.
Oh, what kind of gun is it?
I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead.
It's a medieval style Glock.
It's a Glock.
Blunderbuster?
Huh?
A blunderbuss?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah,
yes. Whatever gun you want.
That's a okay. Blunderbuss.
Yes, we'll go with that.
Either the blunderbuss or a hand cannon.
A hand cannon's later.
Like later technologically, or just later in the game.
Later in the game.
Possibly.
It's like we haven't figured out how to make a cannon that fires cannonballs small enough to fit in your hand.
How does that gun work?
It's a muzzle loading black powder firearm, and it can fire shot a pack of small metal pellets, but can also be loaded with gravel, sand, or whatever else is at hand that can fit in the muzzle. When loaded with improvised ammunition in this way, the blunderbuss does 2d4 piercing or bludgeoning. Regularly, it does 2d6 piercing.
Okay.
And the range is 20 to 60 feet.
Work. So you use that for now, but when I might get with James or you and homebrew a way where you can use your spell slots to feed into it. I might do some magical component where you can use a spell slot and it'll be able to do something. But
okay, wait. There's one from Exandria. So let me look at the one from Exandria because it's probably different. Oh yeah, it is. So this is a 2d8 with 15 feet to 60 feet damage, piercing. This is unofficial material because it is from Exandria. I must spend one attack or one action to reload. Whenever you make an attack roll with a firearm and the dice roll is equal or lower to the weapon's misfire score, the weapon misfire and the weapon attacks. I'll send you the information on it.
Okay.
Does it also come with the bullets?
Sure.
Bet.
Excuse me.
So there's 5 in a bundle.
Like I said, I want to homebrew some stuff because I want it to be a little more special.
Okay, got it. But for now, we'll use a blunderbuss.
For now, you'll get one bundle, but then once you go through the bundle, you'll learn. We'll have it where you'll learn how to use it if you don't have a bundle. So we'll do that. Because I think I'm gonna homebrew it where you can use your spell slots and feed it into the gun and shoot off some magical bullets.
Oh, I mean, there is a way of doing that. I would just have to take something else that's not gunslinger. It's artificer because they have magic bullets. Because that's what.
Okay. So artificer has magic bullets. Has magic bullet feet or whatever.
Yes, they do. And
you can take you can take that feat.
Bet.
Just take the feat.
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, just take the feat.
Work. I don't know what feat it is. Let me look it up.
Yeah. Since you want to be a gunslinger, you can be a gunslinger, but yeah, you'll take that feat of like magical bullets with using your spell slots and stuff. Yeah. So she gives you that gun.
Oh, let me just look it up. I have her on D&D Beyond. Why don't I just look her up on D&D Beyond? Not sponsored. I just use her. I just use D&D Beyond a lot.
You just use D&D Beyond.
I use it a lot. And I have
Yeah, we know.
I have Shin on here.
We know you do.
Okay. It is repeating shot.
Yes.
So this magic weapon grants a +1 bonus to attack damage rolls. If you load no ammunition into the weapon, it produces its own, automatically creating 1 piece of magic ammunition when you make a ranged attack with it. It's not a feat, it's part of their, so like when Artificer, hold on, let me copy it. It's part of their infusions, their artificer infusions to like whatever they use. So repeating shot is their infusion that they could put into their gun, and Shin used it for her they used it for her plasma cutter all the time.
Okay. She gains that.
Okay, cool.
Davey gains that ability, infusion, whatever. Whatever it may be.
We'll make it a feat.
Yeah.
Manage feats. Manage the feat.
So yeah, Nafani gives you that ability as well as your gun. You can have it look any which way you want. Do you have an idea what it looks like on top of your mind, or do you want to wait until you actually use it to describe what it looks like?
I'll wait.
Okay. All right. So from now until when you actually use it, you can design what it looks like. You got full reign. As long as you send me what it looks like beforehand so I can like yay, nay, any added stuff to it, whatever.
I'll add it to the one here on D&D Beyond.
Okay. So once she gives you all that and that's all taken care of, she looks down to you with glee and she's like, continue on the good work. Don't fail mama.
She goes, yes, mom.
Yes, mom. Love that. And you come back, you wake up, and it's the next morning.
Yeah.
Oh my God, did it? It brought me over to the net. I need it. Oh shit. Okay, hold up. I'm in the wrong game. It took me out of the game and put me in the other one. Oopsies. Let me come back. If it lets me. Don't do this to me. I swear to God. Swear to the gods above. Okay, cool. So you wake up and it's the next morning. And you all are in the tavern. We'll just have the tavern map open, even though it doesn't really make sense nowadays, but we'll just have it there for scenery. Y'all get up at your own times and y'all meet up and eat yourself some food and drink, and provided by Agnes as y'all continue on your journey. And as you guys are eating different meats, eggs, protein, drinking orange juice, whatever, as y'all are enjoying your meal, Agnes waddles up and jumps over to y'all. She's like, so, what's your next stop? Or do y'all even have one and are you just going to go out blindly and go to Ship Haven?
That's the plan, is to go to Ship Haven.
Mm-hmm. Do y'all have a plan on where to go? She looks at Scarlet. Scarlet pulls out her map. Let me pull up the map to y'all. She's like, so currently we are in Iron Crest at the foot of King's Peak. She mentions that the capital's up in Delhurt, the capital of Delhurt's on top of King's Peak, but obviously you all don't want to go up there for now. She says y'all could either cross the Whispering Fields to the Whispering River, and y'all can go straight towards Aken End, or try to make it to Iron Hill. And she says if you decide to go to Iron Hill, there is she can lead y'all to the mouth of the river, of the Whispering River, from the mountain, and travel down the river to take you to closer to Iron Hill, to jump onto the Iron Steps region of the island to get to Iron Hill. So it'd be a lot easier if y'all decide to go that route, because y'all can just travel down the river to that. Otherwise, she recommends going to Act on End. So she asks, so which way you want to go? Y'all want to go across the river, or do you all want to go down the river?
If we go down the river, that would bring us closer to Ship's Haven, wouldn't it?
She's like, yes, it would, because Iron Hill is right. She points to Iron Hill, which is a little west of the Whispering River. So if you go to Iron Hill, it's right there. So it's not too far. It's a lot closer to Ship's Haven.
The quicker we can get to my ship, the better.
She's like, all right, then we'll go to the mouth of the Whispering River. And I have access to a boat. As she kind of pulls out a little miniature boat. I have a little boat here that could take us down the river. We just have to be careful of Fae and such, because the Whispering Fields or Faelands is where the Fae live on this island, so we have to be wary of them. She goes in detail in saying that the Fae are not harmful anyway, but they do a lot of tricks on people or stuff of that nature. So we don't want to get distracted by them or have them trick us into going to a different way or end up getting lost along the way for whatever reason. So she puts away a map. She's like, well, then it's settled. We're going to go down the Whispering River to go to Iron Hill. Agnes is like, great, lovely. Well, get on my tavern.
Fuck.
Her old hag voice comes out. I'm sorry, get on my tavern.
All right, you don't have to tell me twice. You get up and leave.
And she jumps off the seat and she walks back over to the bar. So y'all finish your food and y'all go about your journey through Ironcrest. Yes, Ironcrest. Doot. Wrong one. Doot. So y'all go through Ironcrest and y'all go outside of the town and go down and it takes what do you call it? Scarlet leads you down a walkway to that'll take you straight to the river. As you guys are walking for about 10 to 15 minutes at a steady pace. It's pretty much flatland, few trees here and there, a few little hills of rock, little cliff sides here and there. You hear the sound of rushing water as you guys get closer to said river. You hear the sounds of the river. I don't know where I was going with that. You're hearing the sounds of the river. She's like, we're close. As you guys get closer to the river, it's about a 10-minute walk out. What are y'all talking about? Let's get some dialogue in here. Unless y'all want to rush, unless you want to go straight to the river, because which we can. But if y'all,
Davey, Free, what were y'all up to last night?
I was asleep. I was very tired after last night. Lots of emotions going on in my head.
I forgot what Freed was doing.
I forgot.
I was having a nightmare, but I don't know. I feel a little weird today. It's almost as if past couple days I haven't been myself.
The girl's like, you don't say. It's almost like someone filled in for you.
Yeah, well, I don't know what it is, but I am a little tired today. It's just a weird dream.
What happened in the dream?
You can make
You know-
something up.
I'm not entirely sure. All I remember was I was running. Like, I was just running.
Running.
Yeah. Like, and for some reason I was freaked out about it. I don't know why I was running or where I was running to or who I was running from, but all I know is I was running.
Was it
It's weird, isn't it?
accompanied by any music from a language you weren't familiar with? Maybe poppy sounding?
You know, I don't remember.
Wow.
Wasn't important. Okay, over the table, like, oh, I'm sorry, off the table. Was I supposed to say there's music?
No, the joke was like,
No.
kind of sounds like an anime opening. Just running. There's no reason to it. And there's music playing in the background, but you're just running.
Wow.
It's
It's
okay.
like, yeah, you know what?
It wasn't a well thought out joke.
It's like, you know what? Like a song about a bluebird was playing. Oh, it was kind of weird.
hmm
What?
There's a Naruto song that's called Bluebird.
Just like Fighting Dreamers from Naruto comes on.
Oh, one of the best openers.
Mm-hmm. We are fighting dreamers.
Copyright.
Yep, that was my night. What about you? What were you doing?
Just talking with Scarlet, learning a little bit about new powers that a paladin can do, and not much. We mainly just talked.
Okay.
Talked, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Scarlett's looking forward, walking. She is not looking back at y'all. She is. She's
For
like,
the record, if y'all like accuse them of sleeping together, like, yeah, that's what happened. Like, that's the less embarrassing story than I ate a soul.
mhm.
You know, sleeping with one of our travel partners is less embarrassing than eating a soul.
So Edgar goes, "Oh, look, the river." Edgar points to a raging river that's traveling down the mountain. And she's like, so if you take that with river down, it'll take us right down through the Whispering Fields closer to Iron Hill, and we can just get off when we get closer. And she's like, so is everyone ready? They're going on a boat ride of your life.
For a whispering river, it's kind of loud.
I know, right? It's kind of funny. And she throws she throws a little figure of the boat, little boat figurine, and when it lands in the water, or actually it lands right above the water, and it expands and gets bigger, and it's just right above the water, raging water. She's like, okay, so let's get in. Keep your hands and feet in the boat at all times.
Oh, finally being on some water. And I like jump in the boat.
Boom. The boat kind of bobs a little bit. Boom, boom. So everyone so Scarlet gets in. So does everyone else get in?
Oh yeah, we're definitely getting in the boat.
Okay. So
Yep.
she says, now, again, keep your hand. There are also paddles, but the paddles are on the inside at the bottom of the boat. She's like, now, this is the part of the river that's raging. So keep your hands and feet at all times. And hold on. And the boat drops into the water, and y'all go raging down the river. I think White Water Rapids. Think that. Like raging river.
Fucking fun.
Everyone roll me a dexterity saving throw
Oh,
to make sure you
fun.
stay in the boat.
No,
Dex save.
hang on, I might have
Yeah,
a way
free
to
just
save
like
myself.
You have luck.
Oh no, hold on. Oh no! Ah! I fly out.
That one.
It was just she just like, this is be fine. I'm on a ship. Ah!
So,
We're supposed to be sailors.
so the only one that's in the boat still is Scarlet and Tama. Freed and Davy, y'all fall out of the boat and y'all go down, get caught in the raging waters below.
Can I just swim?
Well, I mean, these are rapids, so I mean, that'd be
I'm
very. You could roll a. I'll go check. Would that be athletics?
Yeah.
Probably.
Roll an both of you can roll an athletics check to see if you can
I know.
you have enough
I'm
strength to
good.
keep the swim.
I have a -1.
Oh no.
No, you both get caught in the rapids and just thrown around. Yeah,
Oh, no.
that's
Ah!
6 and 3.
no.
Ah! Where does
As
There
you
goes
are
our
going-
temporary hit points.
Hang on.
as,
I wonder.
as the boat's going down the river,
to help.
uh,
I mean, it might be too late because they already
it's
rolled.
too late.
Yeah, it's
But
too
if they
late.
tried again,
So as the water, you mean you could bless them out, you could try it again. So as the boat's going down the river, like, woo! Scarlet looks back and she's like, oh shit, we lost 2 of them. And you look back and you see Freed and Freed basically tail up in the water sliding down, and then Davy's being bumped around on rocks and shit. Let's see. If you want to try and get them, Tama, you can roll what would it be? Dexterity, athletics. To try and pull them in because they're not too far from the boat, so you can grab them.
sounds like
roll-
an athletics thing.
Yeah, roll me an athletics check with advantage because Scarlet's going to help you. Okay.
Strong.
Which one do you bring in? You can bring in one at a time.
Who's closest?
They're about the same distance.
I'll instinctively grab Davy.
Okay, so you grab Davy out of the water. Davy, you get after like you get out of the water and a random fish that hits you in the face. You get pulled out feet first of the water. Your hair is just all wet, and then you spit out a fish. And it's and Tama and Scarlet have pulled you out of the raging river.
Okay,
And,
cool.
and when you look behind, you see Freed still being swept down the river behind the boat. Freed, you can roll another athletics check,
Eh,
and with that bless, you get a D4 added.
oh, roll a d4.
Yeah. 16. All right, you come up. You get yourself balanced along the raging rapids, and you are able to kind of makeshift swim. And you get close to the boat. Do you try to pull yourself in?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, lovely. So you grab a hold of the boat and try to yank yourself on. Everybody roll a...
God damn it.
Oh,
I'm going to
shit.
What
kill
kind
you.
of saving throw would that be? Everyone roll a strength saving throw.
Oh my god, strength is my worst.
And before you start rolling, you all has to add up to 25. Or
Altogether?
the boat's going to flip.
So, do I need to roll 2?
No.
So it's
Tiff and Tama.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you see the wolf hands pull down the ship, and the ship kind of goes up like it's about ready to flip. You're like, ah! And everyone goes to the other side and tries to yank the boat down. And with that force of all 3 of you doing that, Free kind of flies out of the water and lands right on the boat. Wet as a wet dog would be. So y'all almost flipped the. I was literally prepared to have y'all flip the boat. Yeah, yeah, but luckily y'all didn't. Thanks to Tama. So as y'all get back on the boat, and Dave, well,
Davey.
and Davey, that's right. Davey had a 15, but if you had that 9, Tama, that would not have worked. Well, it almost would have because it was 25. It almost would have. But nonetheless, y'all are back on the boat and you are holding on as the waters quickly go down. As y'all travel down the river, y'all about halfway down, the water's kind of calm. As you look around and you notice that the raging waters, the river's a lot more calm, so you're slowly traveling down, but the scenery around you is very odd. What you guys didn't notice as you guys are traveling down, the plant life and the trees started changing as you got further down into the Whispering Fields or down the Whispering River. The banks of the river are all the Fey grounds, the Fey forest area banks, the Fey banks. There you go. The Fey banks. They all live along the river on this island. So the plant life becomes more colorful. There's a lot more fungi, mushrooms, weird looking flowers. This place is radiating Fey magic like a motherfucker. And it's just nice and peaceful as y'all are just enjoying the scenery of this oddly colored landscape. And the trees are covering, there are trees covering the overhead. So the sun is kind of, there's shade along, so the sun's not peering in as much. So these iridescent, almost glow in the dark plant life and creatures flying about are just like glowing and shit. I just slowly move down the river. Scarlet grabs the oars and hands them to Freed. She's like, "You're strong. You can row a boat, right?"
Sure.
If you're gonna try it, roll me it's athletics or survival. What would that be?
Athletics?
Yeah,
I would say
athletics.
athletics.
Roll me another athletics check. All right, with that 20 of your athletics, you kind of just roll the boat, helping the speed, kind of speeding up the boat a little bit. Because if you just go off the power of the river, it's very slow. But you're kind of still traveling now, so you're kind of just helping the pace along. As you guys are looking about, Scarlett's looking at the map, and she's like, "Where are we on this map?" She's like trying to look around at some of the landmarks and stuff. She's like, "I've been down this river, but I don't think I don't necessarily recognize." And she's like, "Where are we?" And she looks down and she sees a hand come over to them. "Oh, you're right here, darling." As a hand comes up and points to the map, she's like, "Ah!" And she jumps back into Freed, Tama, and you, Davey. Kind of falls by. She's like, "Ah!" And she looks, and y'all look up, and you see someone floating in midair along with the boat. This figure, huh?
No, I was just role playing. Am I crazy, or is that happening?
It's happening, mate.
Okay, good.
I need to look up a Fey name real quick. Fey name generator. Let's look at some good names.
All right, and
Well, it looks like it has.
Why are you doing that?
Teeth for face.
Uh-huh.
And while you're doing that, just so you know, I'm probably gonna have to leave in a little bit.
That's fine. And she's like, okay, so as she falls back and you see that someone's floating above the boat, traveling along with you that has long flowing crimson red hair that almost looks very unnatural. Hands that are very flamboyantly posed, and his skin's very pale, or their skin's very pale. You can't tell if it's male or female. It's very androgynous looking, and from the arms, it's pale up to about the wrists, and from the wrists to the tips of the fingers, his hands are stained with a dark, royal purple, and his face is covered what looks to be teeth, but you're not quite sure if it's actually that or if it's just a weird mask that looks like teeth. So you're kind of just thrown off by that. He's about normal human size, so he's probably about good 5'7", 5'8", average height. And he's wearing not a lot of clothing, or they're wearing not a lot of clothing. You can see that they're wearing like this weird flowy, what looks to be silk that's flowing around. They have like a little shoulder pad that comes to a point, and it's very decorative and very, what you think of a fae and a demon had child. It's kind of the wear. And when it gets closer to their feet have the same thing as their hands. It's pale until it travels down to this weird stained purple. And he's floating there. Of course, he's radiating magic. His hair is glowing. Like what looks to be eyes. You see like these two pair of glowing green lights coming from behind what looks to be the teeth. Again, you can't see for sure if those are eyes or what, but he's floating there. He's like, yes, if you're right here along the Whispering River. And she's like, she gets up and she's like, okay. She grabs up, thank you, sir. And she turns around and she's like, she kind of pulls y'all in, and she's like, okay, this is obviously, this is a fae here. Say nothing of importance to this fae. Are we clear?
Okay.
Does this include our names?
Yes. Don't say your name. Don't say your name. Don't say where you're from. Don't give any knowledge of your background, history, whatever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Are we clear? And she kind of leans. Everyone's kind of huddled in. And he's like, "Are we clear? Because it's not good news. We can't trust the fae."
Okay.
So everyone's like, "Okay, cool." And then she's like, "Good. All right, so we're all in the clear." And then there's a second. The fae is also in the huddle. He's like, "Yeah, we're clear." And everyone's like, "Ah!" It's like, "What are we talking about?" And she falls back. Oh God!
He's like, I like to whisper too.
Basically, he's like, "What are we talking about?" Spooks. Oh, hello. He's like, "Oh, so what?" And he floats back above the boat. She's like, "What brings you down here, you lovely folk?"
Oh, just taking a tour. Nice little.
Oh,
Yeah, just nice little trip down the river.
a trip down the river, you say? It's lovely this time of year. And he kind of just looks around to all the plant life, and he sees a fly. He sees like a butterfly. He grabs it, eats it. You see his mouth open, and you realize, oh yeah, it's teeth. And he chomps down on the butterfly as like pieces of butterfly wing fly onto the boat. Yeah, it's great this time of year.
A living Venus flytrap person. Oh my god. If we find one that looks like a pitcher plant, run.
Just
He's like,
small run.
so he's like, I don't see too many people come down here that often. So you guys are just traveling down the river? Are you going somewhere in particular? Because on the map it looks like you, from what I could see from you traveling down. I know you guys mentioned what was it, Iron Hill?
Yeah, we're just going from there to here, and I just gesture vaguely.
Just, going here and there,
Yeah.
everywhere.
What for? You gotta tell me something. I don't see too many people down here, so I'm a little bored.
We're just sightseeing. Taking in the sights.
Anything in particular? He's really prying. He really wants to get some information. And it's like, what are your names? I like to properly introduce. My name is Evo. Not Evo. Oh my God. Not Evo. Scratch that. I had a different character's name on my mind. My name is Newt.
Newt.
Newt. The Y is silent. Newt.
Is that in character?
Yes, he says that. But the Y is silent. He puts his hand up to his teeth. Silent. Shh. So who are you? And he kind of folds his hands in front of him very, gaily.
There's no broken wrist.
Oh, full on. It's like, so who are you? I like to know people's names, and so I know who I'm talking to.
Chomsky.
Chomsky.
No,
Yeah.
Chomsky.
Okay, Chomsky. Okay. And who are you? She points to you, Tama. And who are you?
My name is Tom.
Tom. And you? Wolf. The points to the wolf. Roll me an intelligence save. Freed. See if you come up with a name. Roll me an intelligence save.
I mean, he didn't really have a name before this either.
I know, but he does have a name that he goes by.
Oh,
Fuck.
As you try to think of a name, you're like, brain fart happens.
24.
42?
Say like a number, or
He's
you
like,
say a synonym
40
for your name.
And he kind of tilts his head and raises his hand up and kind of flicks the wrist. 42.
Yeah, you see, he's a slave. They don't have names. They have numbers.
And she looks over this. He looks over this. They look over to Scarlet. And what's your name, love? She's like, Lily. Interesting. Okay. And then he starts leaning in and kind of looking up and down everybody. He's like, quite interesting. You don't normally see a gnome here that often. And she looks at, they look at Davy and they look at Tama. He's like, oh, What race did you tell me you were?
We didn't.
No, he's looking at Tama and he's like, wow. Oh, well, let me restate that then. Let me restate that. Sorry. I was thinking ahead of myself. So he looks at Tama and he's like, don't see too many of your kind around here.
Oh, that could mean anything. So what if you can see through?
Are you putting on your illusion?
No, because
No?
I haven't
Okay.
put on the illusion for the group. So
Okay.
if I put on now, they'd be like, "Wait, who are you?"
Okay, so you haven't put on your illusion. Okay, cool. But yeah, he's looking at you. He grabs your hood. He kind of grabs the back of your hood and pulls it off. Ooh, and reveals your full.
That I'm still wearing
Head.
a mask.
Are you still wearing a mask?
Yes.
Were you wearing a mask?
Yeah, it was the very first episode. I'm like, he has a mask on.
What's the mask look like?
It's a kabuki mask, no?
Kabuki?
I never necessarily said that. I did say it was made of wood.
Okay, okay, so it's a wooden mask. What does it look like exactly?
Oh no, where's the description? I didn't save it. Hang on, I might have a document that describes it.
Uh-huh.
I need a minute. Almost. No, that's not the right file. That was an older file. Where did I put the freaking description? Put all these stats here. I don't know if I actually described the mask itself, but I did describe what it covers. The eyes and top of his head,
Mm-hmm.
like his mouth and neck, are exposed.
Uh-huh.
I might could give you a reference image of the mask I had in mind, but I don't have one right now. I could show it later.
Okay, so you're wearing a mask.
Yeah, so if my hood is removed, they could probably see the ears.
Yeah, your ears are flopped out. You're kind of like, ah! And you kind of trying to grab on your hood, but your ears are showing. He's like, huh? Why are you wearing a hood? And what's with the mask? And he goes for the mask. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. And I'm going to compete with a dexterity check with him, see if he's quick enough to grab it for you. Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck. Did you roll 2 dice?
Did I? No, I rolled 1. It's his dexterity, so I rolled D20 plus his dexterity mod.
Oh, I was looking at it wrong. I was like, I saw the
Yeah.
D20 plus 4, and then I just saw the 18. I'm like, oh, no.
So he says, "Oh, your mask!" And you try to go for the grab your mask, and he grabs a hold of it and yanks it off,
Well,
and he has it in his hand. Oh,
I just say, I'm a very private person. Could I have that back?
why are you being so private with the people you're with? And he kind of motions to everyone else. Shouldn't you all be honest with each other?
Is he calling everybody out?
He's calling you out that you're trying to hide something from the party.
Well, you see, some people like to keep certain parts of themselves private, and other people should respect that, no?
Yeah, and I would have shown my face in time. Let's just say I'm part of a group of people that isn't always welcome in public.
Okay,
There we
cool.
go.
Here we go.
All right, we are good to go.
So he holds the mask and he's like, huh, I guess you're right, but you would think that you would be honest with the people you're with. What are you hiding? And he leans in right up close to your face. It's like, what are you hiding there? Tom, was it?
Yes, it was Tom with 2 M's.
Oh, with 2 M's. Interesting. And when he gets up and close, you can see his eyes through what looks to be the teeth. Interesting. You all are quite fascinating. And he looks over to Davy. Davy, roll me a wisdom check and then call high or low.
A wisdom check?
Yeah. And then call high or low.
Low?
Low. Okay.
God damn it.
Okay. So that would be. Oh, yeah. Okay. So with that 14, and you called low, and this is a D20, so it'd be 10 or lower be low, 10 or high, and then 11 to 20 is high. You forgot to cover your tattoo.
I'm wearing my jacket. How am I not covering my tattoo?
Well, when you were being pulled out of the rapids, it rolled up your sleeve. Your sleeve was kind of janked up, and part of your tattoo is showing.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, huh? He looks, he gets right up close on your arm. He's like, oh. And he kind of goes for your sleeve. Roll a dexterity saving throw to compete with its dexterity check.
Oh my god.
See if he pulls up your sleeve. So you rolled a 12 and he rolled an 18. So before you could cover your sleeve, pull down your sleeve, he pulls it up just a second long enough to see the tattoo, and you pull it, you kind of yank it out of his hand and pull it down. It's like, oh. And then he looks at you straight in the eye. Oh, that's interesting. What's that? And his little gay little fingers go kind of flick of the wrist, points at your arm. What's that? That looked pretty. And he smiles. You can feel the smile.
They was just like has his face of like, oh my god, this guy. And she's just like, it was a gift.
From who? A deity, I assume.
A friend.
I can tell you all been told. Informed. Smart. And he lands on the boat, on the nose of the boat. The boat kind of bobs forward a little bit and bobs back. It levels itself out. He's like, you four are quite peculiar. From what I've heard, from what I've been hearing from you all, from the little conversations that you've gotten to my zone, I know you all are traveling down to go to Shiphaven. Is that right? He looks at everybody. Since Freed's not here, I am going to roll for him with intelligence. Intelligence check, since he's not here.
Oh.
Okay. The bitch got lucky. He doesn't scream yes.
Wow.
He doesn't got lucky. He doesn't just spill out the answers. He goes like he's gonna answer, and then he stops.
He's just
And he sits down, and Newt's like, were you gonna say something?
why are you following us?
He stops and looks back at Davy. Because y'all interest me, and I could use some fun. How about we propose a deal? I help you, and then you help me. Nothing big. And won't even be that important. And he's awkward pausing after each sentence. It's an awkward pause.
That doesn't sound too convincing, mate.
No, trust me. It's for the benefit of you. He motions to the group. He motions to the group as Davey, you feel eyes are on you. As they say that. And then he floats down, leans into you, Davy, and goes into your ear. And he says, Davy, we are on the same side.
Hey,
Hey,
get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me, bitch.
as you kind of like fall back into Scarlet, hey,
What the fuck?
he kind of tilts his head, and you hear like a crack, and he's facing towards you and Scarlet. He said, I can help you on your mission. And I'm not talking about getting the ship's haven either. And he kind of just, his feet get off the boat. He floats, kind of what do I call it? He spins and he kind of twirls in place. His head turns upside down with his body. And then he just gets closer to you. He's like, I can take you to each of the other 4 to take care of that problem, or lead you to them to take care of that problem. The only thing I ask in return is just something that is not necessarily important. It's not big. You'll acquire it along the way. I'll just ask for it at the end. It's no big deal.
And why not tell us now?
I was instructed not to.
Okay,
You
so
know these
Off the
things.
table, how does Newt know all of these things?
Because
Or-
of reasons that I can't disclose as the DM.
Or I was going to be like, is it just convenient guessing? And then it's
No.
like, how did you know? I did it.
Why
You just
would
told me.
Why would a DM tell you his secret? Their secrets. There's a reason. And Huh? Oh no, yeah. There's a reason, and Davy knows what's going on. Everyone else obviously wouldn't, but
Mhm.
there's a reason why he's zeroed in on Davy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
Really?
minute.
Now
Wait.
you're getting it?
Wait a minute. Wait. Over the table. It's not the same one, is it? It's not the same one?
Oh, it's the same one.
It's the same one?
That's what do you think? There's okay, purple.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god. I was like, wait a
Yes.
minute. I was just like, wait, what fairy do I know?
Where to go?
I'm like, oh, I know which one it is. Okay.
He's like, we're on the same side, Davy.
It's like, oh, wait, what, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean on the same side?
He's like, I can help you 4 take care of your little problem. And he's looking directly at Davy. I can lead you to the other 4. And then leave you safe passage straight to your ship. All I ask is at the very end you give me what I want. You're like, he looks at Davy, Tama, Freed. He kind of glances over to Scarlet. It's like, your lives will be spared. It won't cost your life. As he's looking at the main group of the 3. And he looks at Scarlet. What do you say? Scratch my back. I scratch your back. You scratch mine.
If there is any chance that you're pulling our leg,
And he leans in again. Just to you, Davy. He's like, I couldn't lie if I wanted to. She won't let me. And then he floats back up right above the boat like he was, standing it forward. So what do you say? Do we have a deal?
I lean into David and I'm like, I don't know. Like, we still don't know exactly what this guy wants. It could be anything.
I don't know what this guy wants, but he does have stuff that we want.
And as he's kind of floating, being just gay as all hell, think of the gayest pose, and he's just floating around like circles and shit. He's like, and it'll cut down your travel time a whole lot, because I can just teleport you there after it's all done. Straight to your ship.
I fucking hate being on land.
And you wouldn't have to be on land for much longer. And he does like a twirl. Like someone's spinning him like in a waltz.
Fucking Cheshire Cat wannabe.
I love him. I have tea with him every Tuesday.
Who the fuck is a Cheshire Cat?
Do you want to meet him? He's very...
This wasn't in game. This wasn't in character.
I know.
Wrong show.
No. It's all like what the fuck is toilet paper? Like
He's sort of like, what do you say? Do we have a deal? It won't cost your lives. As he looks to you three. Won't cost your lives at all.
But what else would it cost?
Nothing important. Again, you'll find out. You'll gather it along the way. And I'll just ask for it at the end.
I swear if it's that jar. I swear if it's that jar, Devin. I swear if it's the jar. It better not be the... No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what jar I'm talking about, Devin.
Who knows what it could be? It could be anything.
I'm gonna be so mad if it's the jar.
So, as two purple shadow-like arms come from behind his back, holding a quill and a long document that goes over the deal, has the deal written out. So what do you say? Do we have a deal? As the shadow-like hands come floating down to y'all with the nice blood-colored quill.
There's no fine print, is there?
You're more than welcome to look it over. Look over the contract.
I look it over.
Yeah, you look it over. It says the main points of the deal that he will take you to the location of the other four heroes that Davy was instructed to go for. Because then, Davy, since you're the only one looking at it, since you're the captain, of course. So you look at it, it explains all that he's going to take you, that they're going to take you to each one, and then at the very end, they're going to ask for something that y'all have gathered along your journey. And after that, he'll take you straight to Ship Haven, straight to your ship. And you're looking at the fine print. Is anything little writing anywhere at the very bottom or on the sides or on the back, and nothing. It is as it says.
I look at Tama and I look at Scarlet and Freed. One last time.
Whatever decision you make, Chomsky, we're with you.
Hello?
Unless Newt already said her real name.
I mean, the fairy did. The fae did. But that's okay.
You'd be like, we're still holding up the ruse, so I'm going to keep going.
No. Yeah, no, you're good. Because I don't think the fae did in front of everybody. I think the fae just did to okay, so
you look over the contract, and everything is as he says it was about the four heroes. Since you're the one looking at it, David, about the four heroes, and then he'll ask something that you have gathered along your journey. He'll ask for it, and as payment, and then from there he'll take you straight to your ship. And you look for any little rating in the front, back, bottom, whatever. You look the thing top to bottom, and there's no fine print of any kind.
Right. So at that point, Davy looks over at the rest of her crew one last time.
And then I say, whatever your decision, we're with you.
And I don't know if anybody else is saying anything.
Scarlet is kind of just very off-putted about the situation. But she's like, I will stand by your decision. Of course, whatever makes the time go by quicker. And he did say our lives were
Say,
not going to be harmed.
I look over to Freed and I go, 2024? I don't fucking remember.
And he's like, and the Newt looks over. You mean Freed? I know y'all's. I know your names. And again, he looks to you, Freed and Tama. Again, your lives will not be harmed in this choice.
It's other things as well that I'm worried about.
And after he says it, then he looks to Scarlet. And he just kind of smile. You feel a smile.
This
Time's a wasting, clocks a ticking.
Davy just does like a hard sigh.
And he's like, as you're like, he points to the contract. Sign at the very bottom with the pen, if you will, please.
Right.
And then pass it on to the next person to sign. And
I sign, but I put Chomsky down.
you sign Chomsky, but the ink doesn't stick.
Oh, you
And
kidding?
he's like,
No.
sweetie, I need your real name.
Why?
Because that means it's bound.
It's a name I go by. People know me by that name.
But that's not your real name. I need not the name you go by or what people call you, your name that you were given at birth. It's the bind of my magic, so I can't do anything. And he raises all four of his hands, tricky on y'all.
Fine. God.
What do you put?
She goes, fine, gods. And she signs her name.
Davy Gnomes. As
Yeah.
you sign it, you feel the quill kind of, as you're holding the quill, the feather kind of cuts into your fingers and you feel it bring out your blood and it travels down the quill. And when you sign it, it's signed in your blood.
Great.
Do you hand it off to the next person? Because all four of y'all have to sign.
Yeah, I pass it.
So he passes it to Freed. Freed does it. He's like, "Ah! Ow!" He's like, "Oh!" And he signs it. And then he like licks his fingers, licks his paw. And he hands it over to Tama.
And I just sign, just Tama.
Tama writes out. And he's like, I need your full name.
I'm like, oh boy, and I glance at Scarlet and it's like, and I put down the full name, Tamamo no Maye.
Mhm. Lovely. And he hands it over to Scarlet. And Scarlet is like, he looks at it and looks at at Newt. She rolls her eyes and she signs it. She's like, ow! She signs it. And when she signs it, the quill vanishes into a purple mist, and the contract flies up to him as he grabs it. And as he grabs it, the signature that reads Newt in his blood shows up, and it's a dark purple. And he grabs it and it explodes into a purple mist. He's like, lovely, we have a deal. And then he raises up all four of his hands as he kind of spins it around, kind of like a twister, as this purple smoke flows around the boat as the boat starts spinning. Does anyone want to roll me a perception check to see what name he signed after Newt?
to see if we would recognize it, or just to see?
See if you can see his last name.
Perception check.
A perception check, yes.
I clearly do not notice it.
All right, Tama, you do not notice it. Davey, you notice his name is Newt Lillyway.
God fucking damn it. Fucking Lillyways.
And he's like, off to the next hero as the mist engulfs you as the boat starts spinning. And that is where we're ending today's episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
Yay! Catch us next time as we see where Newt takes the group. Until then, bye!
Bye!
This better not hurt us much later.
Nah, they're
course not.
Lillyways.
Would never.
I don't know the Lily ways. Is that? From
I
a
mean, the
different
whole
campaign?
Bart troop's name was Lillyways.
Oh my fuck!
Is this a long lost sibling? Is this the member that left?
We'll find out later.
We'll find out next time.
She would recognize him if it was.
Would she?
Yes.
Would she?
She's a huge ass fan. You really don't think that she wouldn't recognize the way that a
Would she
Lily
not?
would look?
Would you not think his form would have changed?
No.
But
Yes.
recognize the mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. But the reason the first person left was a mystery. Find out next time. Bye.
Bye.